Well, hello. Today we are doing things a little different. I am actually introducing Kayla and the week's topic while she's getting ready because we all know that our wonderful, beautiful Kayla runs a little late sometimes. This week's topic is a mother's love. And for those of you that don't know me, I am Crystal Phoenix, a member of the village as well, and very good friends with Keela. And a mother's love is an amazing topic for so many. As a mother myself, there's nothing I wouldn't do for my kids, period. And being as a mother, you know, my girls, my babies are my everything, adopted or blood. And it's just so much that we can say about a mother's love and what we would do to protect our kids. Um, Today we're doing an interview with Keela and her stepdaughter, and we're just waiting because she's having some technical difficulties, so I kind of got thrown in here. And hello, Kate, welcome, and Aria, thank you for being a wonderful mod. You are truly appreciated and putting up our rules for the chat and everything. Um, so I guess while we're waiting on our actual beautiful host, if you guys don't mind, I'll share a little bit about my beautiful children and the struggles that I'm going through. Um, Hello, Blake. Welcome. I am a survivor of domestic abuse, and I needed help because my ex had isolated me completely. I was in a state that I had no one. My family was gone, and unfortunately for me, I reached out to the state for help, and they basically railroaded me. I don't have my girls, unfortunately, but that's why I do what we do. I am all about the awareness and getting, making a change because I don't like the fact that just because I was a survivor, that meant that I didn't deserve my kids. I stood up, I got out. So why should that affect me in that way? Why should I be penalized for that? You know, but at the same time, it is what it is. And instead of my girls seeing someone broken and alone and everything, I've decided to stand up. Yes, the system is very broken. My girls' now adopted family, they fell in love with my girls, so I was completely railroaded altogether. They falsified drug tests, everything on me, and it's not fair. You know, um, they were my girls were my everything, and I just here, give me 1 second, and I will. If you guys want, I will show you a picture of my babies. That those are my beautiful little ones. Matt took that picture about 3.5 years ago of them playing. They are just my world, you know. Um, so I luckily wasn't in the foster system, but at the same time, I could have been because my biological mother was a wonderful person, let me tell you. She's very toxic. But good morning from Puerto Rico. Buenos noches, chaos. Um, are you in the area near Vieques? Because the croquettes and everything, the waters there are so beautiful. I wish I was there. Instead of in Misery, I mean Missouri. um, I'm not a big fan of the cold, so chaos, I am with you in spirit down in the beautiful warmth. Um, and good morning, Adrienne, chaos. Like I said, I'm with you in spirit. Kate, Blake, thank you for being here. Um, you know, the system can be hard. Luckily or unluckily, the people that have my girls are are good Christian people. Yeah. I have nothing against Christianity. In fact, I was raised Catholic. I went to Christian school. But there are good Christians, and then there are those that use Christianity as a sword and shield. And that is the kind of people that they are. But neither here nor there. What we do for our kids is, as a good mom or dad, because there are plenty of single dads that, have to be both. And you guys have all my respect and love for those that play the both sides, for the single moms and the single dads that just do everything they can to protect our kids. So I'm sorry I'm rambling. I wasn't exactly planning on being live until 1 o'clock. So as a mom, what wouldn't we do? Um, you know, the foster care system is supposed to help. You're supposed to try and put the families back together, but yet they purposely broke mine apart. And I'm still here though. I send them flowers for their birthday, for Christmas, everything. And thank you for joining us from Canada, Miss Marie. I understand doing the whole dishes thing. I appreciate you for being here. Guys, throw some stuff up in the chat as a parent of like the extent of what you would do. I would do anything to protect my kids. I would literally jump in front of a bullet if I had to, you know. But one thing that my wonderful other half did bring up to me was, self-sacrifice isn't always the best thing. We have to be able to communicate with our kids and, be there for them and let them grow, let them make their mistakes. We all, what do you mean, honey? Oh, technically, yes, I would be allowed if the foster family were evil. They adopted, and what they want me to do is go to a 1-year Christian mental health rehabilitation center in Nebraska, aka a brainwashing center. I finally was able to get the no contact order put over everybody with my ex because he is evil and would threaten them, me, and everyone if I wouldn't give him money, if I wouldn't do what he wanted. And the adopted mom wanted to have it removed. They also returned all the gifts that I had sent them because it wasn't fair because he couldn't do it. How is that a good Christian family? A good Christian person? It's not. But one of my adopted children luckily goes to the same church as them, so we are planning on me going to church to be able to see them and such. But as of now, no, I have not seen or held my daughters since January 9th of 2022. Thank you, Blake. I appreciate that. I mean, I have done everything I can to show that I am a good person and that I am, lifting myself up. I am a 6-time international best-selling co-author for different anthologies, all of them on mental health and such. Yeah, Christian. There is a difference between a good Christian family. A good Christian family wouldn't turn me away when they see how much I've grown. They'd allow me to be in my children's life. But the type of Christian, they're the born again judgmental Christians that if they if I don't do things the way they wanted, that they basically railroaded me. Hello, my beautiful Misha. Welcome. I love you, sweetheart. And we need to talk later about your chapter. Yeah, I kind of started the live for our beautiful Kayla because she is having some technical difficulties and we're getting it figured out. And I thank you, Kate, for that. And they actually went against the laws that had just passed in Iowa at the time. Iowa is evil. Um, I agree, and thank you for that support. Um, so I didn't actually want to get on my soapbox. I was just going to be running support for the beautiful Kayla this morning, but running support meant starting everything. um, I agree. And awesome chaos about the Vieques things. A very good friend of mine used to camp there every year for Easter. It's so beautiful there. We were talking earlier about Puerto Rico and Vieques. The croquis, I love the little croquis. The they're tree frogs. For anybody that doesn't know, uh, Chaos, if you could send me a picture of Vieques or your home, I would love it. My email and everything is on my page. I agree wholeheartedly, my dear. I am spiritual, not religious. Straight up, I am. Um, and thank you, KS. I appreciate that. Um, you know, they're also the type that, say that Halloween is evil and things like that. And they, like I said, they are the worst kind of born again Christians. When I first got out of my abusive relationship, I was living with Matt, the only person I felt in the state that I was safe with. And the at the time foster family wanted me to move out, get in an apartment in the town that they were in alone for when he and everything else, where how am I supposed to protect myself? Things like that. And because I didn't, they just railroaded me. They purposely cost Matt his job. When it came down to it, the state put my ex in a halfway house less than a mile from the culinary school I was going to be attending. And good morning, Rika. They just completely railroaded me. Misha knows a lot of my story when it comes to my girls. And it's heartbreaking and it's hard. But this is why I do what I do. Okay, Chaos, I have no problem with putting my email right here for you, honey. I just dropped my email for you, Chaos. Thank you. You know, Awakened and I have had quite a few, heartbreaking discussions. She's pulled me back from the edge a few times, especially on my daughter's birthday. She picked up the phone, I think it was midnight, with me bawling, being a true friend to me because I wasn't there, and thank you. I love you, Misha. Thank you, Kate. I appreciate that. Not being able to hold my girls, you know, is hard, but I do everything I can. You know, um, that's why I'm publishing the book that I'm publishing. And for those of you that don't know, Awaken, Body Illusion, and a few others that are actually part of our family here are sharing their stories in a survivor anthology that I'm putting together. Um, mm, no. Ah, yes, my beautiful. Yes, our girls are here. Thank you. I've been rambling.
Hey
Hello.
everyone, good morning.
Thank you. I've been rambling about my personal story while we were waiting,
Good.
as a
Yep.
mom and everything. So I love you all.
I love you too,
Welcome
Crystal.
to the stage, our beautiful Keela. And I'm sorry,
I
I
should have
don't
put
know your
Kayla's name on here, and I just was trying to get in. We
Kayla.
couldn't get in. This is
Okay.
Kayla.
Hello, beautiful Kayla. And now I love you all. I am going to jump backstage and run support.
Okay,
And
and I am gonna minimize the chat so that I can
mm,
put my focus on
I've
you.
I've got the chat. You've got everything else, my love.
Thank you, dear. I appreciate you. Good morning, everyone. This is Kayla, and we're going to tell a story today of her real life, and it's going to be a miracle. I am going to not look at the chat, so I'm actually turning it off. So I'm not ignoring anybody, but at the end we'll spend a few minutes for Q&A. But Kayla here, she's got a very unique story and very happy story, and we just want to share some joy. Kayla,
Hi.
you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, I'm Kayla. I'm 29. We just had our son 5 months ago, and that's me. I've got 3 dogs and 2 cats, and just a whole furry and human family.
Yes, and he has his own wolf.
Yeah. My son and my dogs are kind of just bonded. My Husky and German Shepherd mix just loves him so much. They're always together, and he cleans them up after he eats breakfast.
It's beautiful. So Kayla was never thought she could have children. She's had a difficult path of doing everything she could do. This is Mother Earth. If I tell you, I mean it. This is Mother Earth. She recycles. She uses cloth diapers. She brings her own bags to the grocery store. She's taking care of our planet one act at a time, and can grow anything. So I always say, Mother Earth.
Except in pots. I have a hard time growing stuff in pots.
But we're gonna have a conversation and about the mental health aspect of going through all this and then finally getting our miracle. So how did it feel when you found out that you probably wouldn't have children?
Okay. So that was rough because I have endometriosis and polycystic ovary syndrome. So all growing up, my periods were just rough and terrible. I was in bed for a long time, and the doctor said that those things can contribute to being infertile. So my husband and I took that into account. It was difficult because that's something I've wanted my whole life is to have a kid. I've loved kids my whole life, and it's just been amazing having him. So sorry.
We are truly blessed. We are truly blessed.
Yeah.
Yes.
So the doctor said that that's a contributing factor, and to just try to relax when you're trying to have a kid, which is what we tried to do. And we decided that if we didn't have one by the time I was 40, we would just be dog parents for the rest of our lives.
You've had my YS since you graduated high school, right?
Yeah, since 2013.
Since 2013.
Yeah, he's pretty old.
Yeah, that's our child.
Yeah, that's my first. That was my first.
We don't discriminate. All our fur babies are our babies. So, so they went. she started going to the gym. I'm like, what is she doing? I'm like,
Yeah, I was trying to go to the gym to make myself feel stronger, I guess is the word. And if we ever had kids, I would be able to keep up when they're toddlers or whatever. But I started going to the gym because my doctor also said that if I lost a little weight, there's a possibility that could help the situation. So that was also I was at the gym for what, like 2 months?
a long time.
2 months.
Every
I think
day.
it was 2 months, and I went 3 or 4 times every week.
Yeah. I mean,
And then bam, I felt bad. I felt like sick to my stomach a couple days, and my sister was not wanting to go because she was not feeling good too. And then like the end of that month, because it was October, and then at the beginning of October, I took the test, and I was like, oh, that's why I wasn't feeling so good. And we cried.
yeah, so did we.
Yeah, we all cried.
Because I was like, oh my gosh, we have a miracle.
Mhm.
We have a miracle. Guys, I'm sorry. I'm putting my glasses here because I can't see anything.
You need help?
Get in that drawer, please, ma'am.
Yeah, of course. This one?
That's fine.
gosh.
No, it's perfect. No, that was so good. Thank you so much.
No problem.
Okay, so now let's fast forward during your pregnancy. How did that go? Because you were always happy. Like you were always smiling.
Yeah. I was so excited that we were having a kid that I just couldn't contain my joy and my happiness all the time. I think towards the end, my hips just started hurting so bad, and my butt started hurting so bad because we were getting bigger.
A big kid.
Big-headed boy, that one of mine. So that was the only time I really felt too much discomfort. I had a pretty easy pregnancy. My doctor always said pregnancy's the cure to your endo and your PCOS, and it I hadn't felt regular, like a regular woman in like so long, but being pregnant was nice, because I used to my periods were quite bad. I'd go months on end without having one, and then they'd sometimes last a month. PCOS sucks.
And we probably have a lot of women in the chat that can relate to that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So here's the day she was going to be induced.
Yeah. So before that, we'd went to the hospital 3 times on like what's it called? False delivery.
Braxton Hicks.
Well,
or was false delivery.
Well, I got out of the pool because it was June, and I peed myself. So that was fun, and I couldn't control it or stop it. So I just thought, oh, my water broke, because nobody really tells you what it's like.
Her due date was in June.
Yeah, my due date was at the end of June, and we ended up having him on his due date actually. So that was cool. But at the end there, I was like, well, I'm in pain every night when I go to sleep, and I have to sleep weird. And 4th of July was coming, and my dogs, my firstborn, it really does not do well with fireworks. No. So I was super anxious about him being at home by himself when we were in the hospital with my son. And I had people that were going to come and help, but my person wasn't going to be able to come if we gave birth on the 4th of July. So
no, you're fine. Yeah. Keep going. I'm sorry.
Okay. So we got to the hospital at like 6:30 in the morning, which is what my doctor told us to do. And they were like, you're not even checked in. We don't even have any paperwork on you.
Oh, wow. I didn't know that.
That's cool. So we were trying to stay calm the whole time. You know, we wanted it to go easy. So they called up and they were like, yeah, just send her up. So it was easier than I thought, because I thought we were going to have to do lab work.
She, when I tell y'all she doesn't get upset or anxious, or she is like, I've never seen her upset. She's just, whatever happens. She's the epitome of Mother Earth. I can't tell you enough.
Yeah.
She's just so chilled.
So we got up to our room, and our nurse came in. You only get, where I went, you get one nurse assigned to you for the whole delivery.
Oh, really?
Unless they switch over like night shift and day shift.
Yeah.
So if I would have been there for longer, my nurse would have came back the next morning or something like that. So we got up there, and it took a little bit for them to start the whatever the drip is.
Pitocin.
The Pitocin, because I had to do that. And then once that started going, it all just started rolling.
Because it's usually like an hour a centimeter. Like, and then
but we were there from 6:30, and then we delivered him at 9:45.
Yeah, that's true too. Well, you have a stubborn streak in your family.
Yeah, I think he gets that one from his dad.
Yes, he does. But he's so precious angel, squishy. You just can't get enough of his smiling.
Yeah, I made them give me the extra drugs once we got to like 4.5.
You did? I cannot believe that, because like this one they would take Tylenol or ibuprofen. So that was kind of cool.
It was they were like, you can't have your epidural quite yet. And I was like, give me something then, because I'm not feeling great. And then I took the best nap I've ever had in my life. That was nice. But
relax.
Yeah. It just helped me relax, because I think I was making everybody in the room anxious by my
well, you're in labor.
My contractions. I was making myself anxious. So
I know that when your dad went up there, he said, "I'm not leaving." He's like, "I'm not leaving." Well, that's the night that he said, "Do you want me to come get you?" I said, "No, I couldn't walk because my legs were so swollen."
Oh
and
gosh.
I sat right here on the couch, and I would not move until the phone rang. I was like, "I'm not leaving. I'm not moving." I couldn't move anyway, so I just sat right there. And I called my nurse. I'm like, "You got to come fix me. I got to be there." But I think everything happened the way it was supposed to happen. You had your privacy. You had your parents. You had everything.
Yeah.
And I think it was just wonderful. And so
I didn't even plan on anybody being able to visit us at the hospital either,
right?
Because I was thinking that I was going to be in a worse mind state than I was.
Mm-hmm.
Once I got to the hospital and I met my nurse, I felt a lot calmer about the whole situation. So I was like, you guys can come up and visit while we're just chilling here, waiting around.
Yeah, your dad, I've never seen a man love a child, look at a child, steal him anytime he comes over.
Yeah.
Like he does yours. This is his oldest, and now the baby is his first grandson.
First grandkid.
First grandkid, period, and a grandson. Because, he has 2 girls. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, that's a little...
me and my husband are always like, yeah, I'm sure my dad is super excited that we got a boy, because we'll start him on racing and all kinds of stuff early.
We already bought Christmas presents last year. I was like...
Yeah, when I was pregnant.
When she was pregnant. We were so excited.
Mm-hmm.
But, so the time is coming for delivery, and your dad called me.
Yeah.
And he said, well, they said she's a 10, and the doctor's in there now. He said, but I don't know what's going on, because he's coming in and out and he don't look happy.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what took place there?
Okay. So at first, my son was not in the right position to be born. So the doctor had me sit in what's called a throne position.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like legs out, and I was like sitting up, and it was really weird. And he was like, okay, you make sure she doesn't fall while we're not in here, to my husband. So he would stand in front of me. But once that was going on for just a little while, he came back in and he checked again. And he wasn't, his head was too big for my canal. So he was like, so I said, so are we having a C-section? And he said, yep. And
after all
day. But my husband and I had already, we talk about the things that could possibly happen and what we would do in those situations before we're even there. So we already knew, okay, it'll be okay. We'll do it for our son, because we don't want anything to happen.
Right.
Like him get stuck, and then
that's
and then both of us maybe be gone. So we made sure that
I know that for sure, I know that your dad was a nervous wreck.
Yeah, I think everybody was. Yeah. So my mom, even though everybody had been kicked out of the room at that point, my mom came back in and she looked at me and she was like crying. And I was like, Mom, I cannot do this right now. I'm already having almost a nervous breakdown. I'm trying to keep me and my husband at a good mental state to going into surgery. I need you to leave. I said, nope, can't deal with this right now. Get out.
That's probably most words I've seen her like say out loud, like just a no. Mm-hmm. That's pretty cool though, too. She got those hormones going. Mm-hmm. Well, your dad called and he said, the baby won't turn.
Yeah.
And I said, what? What are you talking about? I kind of figured that when he said the doctor came in and out, and
Yeah, I'm sure he went and told them after the throne thing didn't work that we were going in, because I think Greg was saying that he was relaying back and forth
he
between
was. Yes, your
the
dad.
rooms.
So did they tell you that he was turned while you were in there? Did they?
They told me he was turned wrong, and then they told me he wasn't coming out when we did the throne stuff. They were they put me on my side with my legs up to try to get him to move into a position, because I think a couple days earlier they checked me at the doctor's office and he was where he needed to be.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah. So he was just being stubborn, you know. He didn't want to come out.
No, he said, I like it in here, Mom. You treat me well.
Yeah, all that McDonald's.
Oh no, he loved it. No, he's a great kid.
Yeah,
he's
great,
wonderful.
Baby. He's wonderful.
So tell everybody how much he ended up weighing and how long he was.
9 pounds, 8 ounces, I believe, was his weight, and he was 20 and a half inches. It gets kind of jumbled up.
I think it was 21 and a half inches.
21 and a half, yeah. And then he shrank once he came out, so yeah. He was a big boy.
He was huge.
And his head's still in the 96th percentile at 5 months.
he's
regular everywhere else, but he's just got a big old head.
Now we bought all kind of stuff, and he's in 18 months now.
18 months.
So Christmas is going to be fun now.
Yeah.
And I'm glad we didn't do it really super early. So now he's here. What did you get to keep him, or did you go to recovery?
Well, did you want to talk about the C-section first?
Yes, I do. Thank you.
Okay.
Yes, because I wasn't in there, so I never had this conversation. Sophia,
I was on a lot of drugs, so
Michelle. He's 5 months old and he's 18 months old.
Yeah, he's gonna be huge, and we're short people, so
yes, I don't know where he's getting that.
I don't know where he's getting it. Maybe because I was on formula when I was a kid. Maybe it just.
Wait, let me step back some. This one right here, he breastfeed. She's what she's supposed to eat to produce adequate breast milk, and she donates her breast milk.
Yeah, I can look up the email and see how much I've donated so far later.
Wow, that would be great.
Yeah. It's over 2,000. I know that for sure, but I hadn't checked since I donated last. So they shave you for your C-section if you're a bush lady. And then they suited my husband up. They put a cap on my head, and they put a cap on his head because we both have long hair.
Yes.
And they prepared us. The epidural person came in and gave me bigger drugs. And to be fair, the epidural thing is like locked in a case. I didn't know that when we were going in. That was strange. He came in, he's like, here you go. We're going to lock it up. Nobody can come take it from you.
Why didn't you do this earlier?
So he came in and he had to stay, he had to stay in the room because the drugs were more serious, and he stayed with us when we went to the C-section room too. So they took us down a hallway, me on the stretcher, and they told my husband that they would be 15 minutes and then he would come in, and it ended up being 45. He said to me,
oh Lord, I could see him pacing.
Yeah, he was like freaking out. I was told. I didn't know, because I didn't know it was taking that long. Right. I didn't know how long it had been since I'd been in the room, but I was a ball of anxious fury, and not fury, but just anxiousness, and I was shaking. I could feel my whole body shaking.
Epidurals do that too.
Yeah, and I threw up.
Oh, really? So, I didn't know that.
Yeah, Greg didn't know that either until the other day. So he came in. He said 45 minutes later, and they already had me cut open.
What?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, and I couldn't feel anything but like the top of my head and my hands. So I felt him hold my hand. And I didn't feel anything else. The guy with the drugs said, I think he's called the anesthesiologist, said that I might feel pressure when they were pulling him out, and I didn't really feel too much going on past my hands. I just couldn't. I don't know what that was. Maybe epidural. Everything going on. But I was like apologizing the whole time. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm shaking. I don't know how to stop it. I was like, I didn't have my eyes open the whole time because I don't like surgery.
She does not like blood, guts, anything like that. No.
I had my eyes closed the whole time. Like I peeked and I could see some stuff in the overhead light. And I was like, nope, I'm going to just close my eyes back again. So eventually they yanked him out, and the doctor said it's a boy. I didn't hear that.
Oh yeah,
so-
they never found out the gender either.
yeah.
So this was a surprise the whole pregnancy. They did like the actual. We didn't know until she had it.
And I think the only one of us that it bothered was my husband.
Yes,
So-
he had.
I was fine with it. But we had girl names out the wazoo, and we had it narrowed down. And then the day we went to the hospital, he wrote all the boy names, the possible boy names on a paper in like fancy writing, and it was nice.
Oh.
And I told him beforehand, don't let me name our kid when I'm on drugs. And he let me name our kid when I was on drugs. He did it.
But now it fits. Okay.
Yeah.
It just fits.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
this is like I can't even think of him with another name. So it fits. Yes.
So he pulled out, and he pulled him out and told my husband pretty much. I already said Greg, so I'll just say
Okay.
Greg.
Yeah.
He told Greg that we had a boy, and
What did his face look like?
he I think he was tearing up
Oh.
because he like leaned down and he goes, "We had a boy," and I was like, "We had a boy," because I didn't know, because I didn't hear our doctor say it, but our son didn't cry. And he was like looking everywhere.
Yes.
He was very, very, very alert.
Thank you, Tomas. Oh, Tomas, you're so sweet. Thank you so much. Oh, for the
Tacos.
Oh, thank you, MD Media. I appreciate that so much. Thank you, Crystal. We have new advocates, mental health advocates. Yay. Thank you so much. So good. And
So then I was still in the room for a while after they took my son and my husband away. He got to have the whole hour of skin to skin that I was supposed to have.
oh yeah, that was a big deal to her too.
Yeah.
I mean, that was the big deal. She was going to have her skin to skin.
Yeah, he had him for 45 minutes without me. They were stitching me up and everything and they do glue now over the top of it, and that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But then we went back to the room after. It's not your permanent hospital room when you have your baby. It's like a separate room where they monitor. Yeah, the recovery room.
Yes.
And we were there for a couple hours.
Thank you, Aria, for 5 new advocates.
We were there for a couple hours, and I was so thirsty. And my nurse said, "We're not really supposed to give you anything, but I'll give you ice chips, and you can have a little bit." So I just took a couple bites, and I gave the cup back to her because I knew if I kept it, I would just keep going.
You know, on that, I read of course, me working, in medical, I never understood why, and that's why I like the home birth thing, the stuff like that, I mean, obviously you needed to be in the hospital, but I'm just saying, like the home birth thing, they let you eat, you can stay comfortable, you can walk around where you want to. A laboring mom that is expending all of her energy should be able to have some intake for some energy.
And then they don't let you eat solid food till you fart.
Oh, really?
It took me like a day. And they were like, "Oh, we can give you something."
Well, I need to produce breast milk here.
Yeah. So I'm kind of lactose intolerant, so they gave me pudding, and bam,
that did it.
That did it for me.
Yes, and yeah,
but I was like, I don't really fart, but now
I'm gonna make myself.
Well, now that I've given birth, even the C-section way, now I just do. It's just
that's a plus thing. So when did you finally get skin to skin?
It took a little while because I was nervous because I was shaking. I didn't want to drop him.
Yeah.
So I'll say it was probably an hour and 20 minutes post surgery before I got skin to skin. But then they were like, "Here you go," and it was so nice, and he was so warm.
And I don't think this is probably the first I've seen him not in your arms.
Yeah.
Yes, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. I was shocked when she started letting grandmas, babysit for a little while. She'd run to Walmart
and to the gym.
And to the gym.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. She was back at it too.
I tried to keep on top of it because I still want to keep up with him eventually. And everybody's nervous about mom pooch. I don't really care. I just want to have the strength to just pick him up and mess with him as much as possible.
Well, after that C-section, you know how active you were? Like you really were.
Yeah. They kept telling me that because they go to check you and you have to move your legs. And they said, I don't ever see anybody actually moving their whole leg by themselves.
Wow.
And I would every time. My nurse was very shocked every time I would move my leg.
That's great.
Yeah. And all the nurses at the hospital were telling me I was doing really good. But he came out and he was almost perfect health. He had blood sugar problems because he was gigantic. And they kept checking him every 4 hours, I think. They'd prick his little foot.
Oh.
And he'd cry, and I'd cry, and Greg would cry. But they did that for, I think, the first full day we were in the hospital, because he was born at 9:45 at night. And my husband took the night shift pretty much, because they put this cuff on your legs
For blood clots.
For the blood clots after a C-section. And it kept him up. And he was already on night shift because all of June he'd been on nights every day. Right. So he said he couldn't sleep because he was just watching me and our son.
Now it's the opposite way. Now poor Greg, he's like, where is she at? Because yeah, the baby is definitely the top priority with both of them.
Yeah.
And it's amazing just to see this. And yes, I forgot about that. Nobody knew what the sex was until he came out. Yeah.
I think Dad knew because Greg and the nurse and the little baby cart just rolled by and said hi to the grandparents before, and my sister.
Oh Lord. Yes. Yeah. Y'all all know Shelby. This is Shelby's sister, Kayla. Yeah, everybody knows Shelby.
Okay, I didn't know.
Yes, they know Shelby. Yes, absolutely. The nursing school Shelby. Yep, they know her, and she's so smart on here. She's a sweetheart. But
I think the hardest part for me about the hospital was that my son had to go to NICU for an hour and a half because of his blood sugar. And my husband made me get up and walk because I was freaking out. Well, no, that's the second time I freaked out. The first time I freaked out was when we were getting sent to our room, and the nurse at the recovery was keeping our son to check his foot one more time.
Yeah.
And I was like, I named him just right there, just on a whim. I was like, no, can he stay? Can my husband stay with him? And then you guys can just meet us there, because I don't want him to leave. I don't want him to be on his own. He's never been on his own his whole life. I was freaking out. And then, like, right after we got into our room and they picked me up and put me on the new bed, he was there. So it wasn't. Yeah. It was.
First experience. Yeah. So I mean, how are you supposed to know?
But then they took him to NICU, and they were like, you can pump, because I asked, can I pump and bring it to him?
Right.
Whatever I pump. So I didn't even get to see him when we went to drop it off at NICU. They just
I did not
grabbed it, and then we had to leave.
Oh gosh.
Yeah. So it was rough. It was really rough. But he came back a couple hours later with the nurse that was our recovery nurse. And she was like, yeah, he's okay. He just has to actually drink milk right now.
Yeah.
So he had to drink 30 milliliters right off the bat. So I think it was an ounce that he was drinking just right off the bat. Normal.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I was not producing that at that point. I was producing like 7 at most.
And this is why they donate breast milk, because other mothers need it. And I think that's pretty freaking special, honestly. I mean, that's really special to me, because
I'm blessed with my ability to do that for him. We had already talked about the possibility that maybe if I can't, we would do formula. So we'd already, well, I mean, I told you guys, we already had that whole discussion.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was the roughest part. Those 2 parts.
So how did you hold yourself together through all that mentally?
My husband helped me. Yeah. He's my rock.
They are one, literally.
He made me get up and walk to the
I love you, Aunt Dana. I love you. Oh, see, I know it's really special to moms that want to and can't get right away. It's a gift. Yes. And she does it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, he made me get up and walk because he wanted an energy drink. So we walked to the downstairs vending machine, and he got himself an energy drink and a snack, even though I couldn't have snacks yet.
I'm just that's what part of the medical field when I worked labor and delivery, that's the one thing that I didn't understand. I'm like, look, this goes back to basics. Women, I love you. Goes back. Crystal, she breastfed all 4 of hers. Yep. It's so much. They come out with less chronic illnesses and as they grow, and that's okay in my opinion. Let's put it that way. So nobody.
It took a couple weeks for my milk to come in, but I would do what they call, what's it called? Man, I forgot the name of it. Power pumping 2 times a day. So y'all can look that one up.
I will look that up.
I don't want to say anything wrong, but I would power pump twice a day, and eventually, now I'm down to I pump 10 minutes, and I have full bottles.
Yes,
after he eats.
Let's see, he's 5 months old, and trust me, he does not want a bottle. He knows where his food's at, and he's going for it. At 5 months old, he does.
Yeah, there's some nipple shaped bottles on his Amazon list.
Yes, because he don't want a bottle.
Yeah, no.
He said, I know where my milk is. And let's see. So I know that when you finally got him to the room, and you said like 3 days, was it?
No, I think we stayed a day and a half.
God, it seems like it was
It
forever.
seems like forever because he was born at night.
Yeah, maybe
a day and a half after he was born. So we were there for 2.5 days.
Yeah, and then she brings the bundle home, and I got the picture, and it will forever be treasured of his pop holding him for the first time. I've never seen a smile.
Yeah, I know.
On someone's face.
It was awesome.
Yes. Would you be willing for us to drop your Amazon wish list? Like, or I will make it and I'll drop it, guys, because it's got her address and everything on it, and I'll do it and then I'll drop it in the description after she gets it, because she did have her baby registry in there, but I don't think you want anything there because he ain't gonna fit it.
I mean, I was having a hard time sending stuff because we pretty much buy him everything.
Oh, it doesn't, Crystal? She said it doesn't show your address.
Well, I'll send some stuff to you.
Yeah, she'll send me some stuff, Crystal. Thank you so much.
For like the nipple bottle.
Whatever whatever you put on there, we're gonna my chat and our community, we do this. We'll send stuff to you for him.
Okay.
Yes.
That's cool.
Yes. Because she is a stay-at-home mom now. Let's go back before that. I just want to tell y'all she was she was going to college for chemical engineering. And in high school, she was an elite swimmer. And I mean,
tennis. I did
and tennis.
too.
Yes.
I wasn't as good at tennis as swimming.
Oh, swimming is like
I've been swimming since I was 8. I was a little fish.
So yeah, she's an overachiever, and that's a good thing because her son is the happiest baby.
He's so happy. I'm so blessed that he's happy. He hardly ever cries.
I think I've heard him cry twice when you were changing his diaper. That's it.
Yeah, he doesn't like to lay flat. I think he's got a little.
He likes to
watch racing, drag racing, and he's.
Marie says breastfeeding is best for sure, but the most important thing is that the mom is emotionally comfortable to do so. I always encourage breastfeeding, but support the mom's choice of how she feeds baby. Absolutely, 100%. Yeah.
He started watching Criminal Minds with me. That's what we.
Oh, I kind of told them that one day. They were like, "Your grandson is watching Criminal Minds." I said, "Yep."
He doesn't like cartoons. He doesn't like baby shows. He likes Bluey. That's it.
and when she sings to him, she sings the planets, the names of the planets and things like that. I mean,
in the Winnie the Pooh song.
Yes.
Yeah, that's the one he likes the best.
I mean, like when I first heard her sing to him, I was like, she's singing the planets.
And I remixed Bingo to be his name.
So cute. So yes, so what we'll do is we'll get you some stuff. See, on my Amazon influencer page, I don't know what the link is, but there's some stuff. We ordered all that. Never mind. There's nothing much on it.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, Crystal, I had some of the Christmas stuff on my Amazon page, but we've already bought it all. So don't.
I think everybody already bought everything.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, everybody bought it all. Yeah. So the family, because he's the first grandbaby.
He's the first grandbaby for all but one of his grandparents.
But the thing is, she runs out of she uses, she doesn't use cloth diapers. She doesn't use
so I don't run out of diapers ever.
And he's getting bigger. So that would be a blessing. And whatever else. We'll get it together, and then I'll give it to Crystal. She'll post it for me.
I'll think on it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It was hard enough to get her to put one together for her baby shower.
Yeah, yeah.
So, but look, she never asks for anything. She does everything on her own. When I broke my leg in 5 places, who was here with me every day? She was.
Mm-hmm.
Watching the dogs, taking care of me. I mean, like.
Yeah, I just sewed back there.
And she loves sewing. I mean, well, I tell y'all the epitome of Mother Earth. I mean, that's like in all counts. So, I mean, she's like someone that her son's going to be very, very, very lucky to have as a mother. When he gets older, he's going to appreciate everything, all the values and morals that she's teaching him. And she's just so down to earth. Kayla, I've never heard her upset. I've never heard her. Like, I mean, just literally, this is her all the time. And
I think the only person who really sees me upset or anything would be Greg. So
yeah, but
I keep it together most often.
Yeah, but now it didn't fall out. Yeah. We're sharing earbuds here because the technical difficulties was her dad just ran to Walmart to get us an adapter for my lapel microphones that I didn't know didn't have the adapter, and I said, well, we'll just share earbuds. So what you want to talk about next on that part?
Okay, so we brought him home and he slept and ate, and that was pretty much all he did for a really long time. And my husband's still trying to get him to talk because he's like, I want you to talk. I want you to walk. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. He's just like trying to make it happen.
Link first. Oh, thank you. Oh, Crystal, thank you for putting that up there. Yep, she's the inserts. What is it? I kind of freaked out because I didn't know that. I'm thinking old timey, like when I was a kid, the cloth stoppers. No, that don't even have that anymore.
I can go get one. His diaper bag's right outside.
It's pretty cool because in a little bit. We'll go do that.
I'll check the ounces that I've donated while I'll go grab that.
Okay, that's cool. Yes, that's perfect. Yeah, when I ordered the hey Crystal, when I ordered those cloth stoppers, I was like, since when did they start making cloth diapers like that? Like I'm thinking the old white ones, like when I was little, the white ones, and you put the little plastic things over. I'm like, what is this cloth diaper?
Yeah,
this doesn't even look like it.
I know.
So cool.
I love her story. I mean, Matt and I really want to have a baby, and her story is so inspiring because I'm older now. Right. You know, I'm 41, so her story is really inspiring to me.
Perseverance.
I just wanted to jump up and say that. And with what she was doing with the breastfeeding and everything, I mean, breastfeeding is so important, and it forms such an amazing bond. And if you're able to do like with the pumping and everything at the bottle, if the baby is willing to do bottle and breast, it also gives dad an opportunity to share in
that's a good point
in the joy and responsibility, and gives mom a break. You know,
that's good point.
Lulu, she was my biggest baby, 9 pounds, and she was every 2 hours. Mackenzie refused.
That's what he does. He's every 2 hours. Yeah. So
Mackenzie refused to take a bottle at all.
Yeah, he got left with his grandma, and they said, you're gonna have to come get him because he won't take this bottle. I mean, it's got breast milk in it, but he would not come and he would not take the bottle. But that's what she does every 2 hours. Crystal, when she comes back in here, will you let her? I would like for you to say what you just said about the dad. That's pretty neat. I didn't even think about it.
I'm all for breastfeeding. I breastfed all of my kids, but if your baby is willing to go back and forth, you know, with the bottle and the breast, it gives the dad the opportunity to, number one, have that bond with the baby as well. And it gives you a break, you know, for those midnight feedings, you know, you balance it out. But at the same time, I will own it. Do you have a boppy pillow?
Yes. It's my lifesaver.
Oh yeah. I was all for, I co-slept with my kids because
she does too.
And we had a system, no lie. Like I would pick, insert child here because I have 4, and I would pick them up out of the bassinet next to me, and literally from the first feeding with the bobby pillow around me, latch on, and I just lean back and we'd go back to sleep. They'd wake up, for the next feeding, I just switched sides and we were good to go.
Yeah.
But not everybody can get that kind of a system. And I love the fact that you donate your milk and everything. I have so much mad love and respect for you for that.
Thank you.
You are amazing. And you also really have inspired me. Matt and I mean, I'm 41 now, but Matt is only 34, and we do want to have a child together. And the fact that you struggled and everything, but we're still able to do it. Number one, lots of love. I love your mom here. She's an amazing person and has helped me in so many ways. But also your story is inspiring that maybe Matt and I still can have a baby. So,
One person.
And now I am going to go back to hiding.
Thank you, Crystal. Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. I told her, I said, one person at a time. That's what we're trying to change lives, improve lives. One person, not change, but improve, one person at a time. And if her story can help someone out there, just know that they can do it, Or not. There we go. Technical difficulties is Kayla's middle name. So this is the diapers now. Y'all don't understand. I'm thinking back, I'm 50 years old. So I'm thinking about the white, got to pin them and all this stuff. No, not anymore.
Hold on. Let me put it at newborn, and then
yes,
we'll see what he wears now.
He's so big. And Kayla is like I don't know. I think her and her sister, everybody has seen Shelby in and out of the chest. Like she's so, Shelby's like up here and Kayla's just like the rock, the ground, but they're 9 years apart too. So that is when he was born.
This is newborn. Actually, this is newborn for regular babies.
Oh, okay.
Then these snaps come off the bottom, and there's so then I went to the next snap when we put him in his newborns.
Yeah.
So this was him. He was big. They are normally down here for newborns. And now.
Oh, yeah, big boy.
We're fully out.
That's
and we have like 2 buttons in the middle that we don't use.
Big boy.
But they're cloth, and I wash them. I mean, there's dog hair on this because I've got 3 dogs. But they have these inserts, and I put 2 in at nighttime because he goes longer without needing food at night. So he goes longer without a diaper. And you just stuff them in there.
It's storming here. Our cameras keep glitching. Or Shelby's turning the air conditioner on.
Yeah, maybe.
That's what happens. 24-pack cloth diaper inserts, reusable newborn cloth diapers, 3-layer.
The inserts, if anything, are what I need.
The inserts?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have a giant. Does the audio cut out when it does that?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think it's just a video on our side.
Because
I don't even think it's
both did cut out, honey.
We did? Okay. Okay. Start.
That link real quick does have the bigger sizes. I just wanted to throw that out there that I found. Cool. It does have 4 of the bigger ones. Okay. And now bye-bye.
No, you're doing great. Thank you. Yeah.
So they had 1 pack left, so I just bought it because we're giant dragon people. I've got my dragon necklace on right now.
Yes.
And then the rest I got at the diaper, the baby shower.
Yes, I know. I made sure I bought like 3 or 4. Else. I don't even remember what all I bought.
I think you guys bought 3 or 4.
Yeah, I did because I want to make sure she didn't run out.
Yeah. So I haven't had to buy any more. So that's cool.
And now her 5-month-old. It looks like a linebacker, which she says never will be.
No football.
No football.
I want his brain safe.
Yeah. I love this lady right here. I'm telling you. She just plans for everything and she sticks to it. She's not me. Let's put that. She
Let me know if anybody comes back because this is kind of bothering me.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, I'm gonna roll over here to the chats.
And
real
I've got
Oh yeah, wait. I forgot about this.
so far with my last donation of 333 ounces, we've donated 3,063. And it's been a while because he was kind of sick, so you're not supposed to donate when they're sick.
Wow. Holy crud, I didn't even know that much. Wow.
I thought it was gonna be over 3.
Wow.
From the last box. But I've got a giant box at my house ready to go. I gotta have 2 people to take that one. And you only supposed to ship it Monday through Thursday.
Mm-hmm.
And my husband gets home too late to take it. So I've got my mom's freezer
Oh,
packed. It's packed. It's ready to go. But
yeah, like she gives back so much to our community, to our family, to everybody, like to the earth. Like and she goes to the grocery store, she's got her bags. So and her dad one time he did say, he was like, we're throwing this away. She said, everybody don't have to do it, but I'm doing my part. And that's what counts.
And even with all the recycling and stuff, for us, it wasn't, we don't have somewhere where we can donate it anymore.
We don't.
So I had to give that up, unfortunately. It makes me sad that I had to give that up, but
that's our area we live in.
It's 2.5 hours away for the nearest one, and you have to have your water bill with like where you live. Wow. So they only take it for the city, pretty much. It sucks.
We need to improve that. Mm-hmm. We definitely need. I might do something on that. We need to improve that because our environment is important, especially for my grandson and her son. We've got the future generations to think about on that.
Yeah, we've decided we're gonna start doing beach cleanups on New Year's for my dog. So
that's so cool.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm gonna go to the chat real quick since we've had you on here. Oh, and I know it's probably time for him to eat. Okay, so I'm gonna start. I just want to say hi to everybody. Thank you for being here. Holy crap! I'm in the live right now. Hang on, y'all. Misha said, "Thank you, Kayla, for being such a strong person." Yes. So let me go to the star because that's a little bit too much. Okay. Crystal, thank you for donating an advocate membership. We're all advocates for mental health, and I appreciate you doing that so much. And then MD Media, thank you so much. I support you 100%, and I really thank you. Thank you for supporting this channel. And another one. I'm going to have to buy you lunch again. You're such an amazing person. Tomas for the taco fund. Tomas lives in Puerto Rico.
Cool.
Yes. So, cool. And he's just a treasure. And there he is again. Like and subscribe, and the panel will show up at your birthday party. Thank you, Tomas. And we have Aria gifted 5 mental health memberships, which is we have 5 new advocates. So this is great, y'all. This is great. And Blake, we call him my young wise man. He's one of my mods. Let me get over here. Let's see. Oh, sorry about that. Blake, I didn't mean to knock you off. I'm sorry. I'm going to leave it to Crystal because I'm going to get in trouble. I can't touch the mouse. Aunt Dana, yes, the world needs more young mothers like you, Kayla. That's my aunt.
Thank you.
Yes. Blake said, thank you for sharing your journey and your story, Kayla. You're such a warrior.
Thank you.
Yes, she is. Truly. She truly is. She's been through her ups and downs. I was bringing them.
Yeah, maybe we'll come back another day for the college story.
That would be lovely if you would do that.
Yeah.
Yes, we would love to have that because she does have her own story about college. And I think that it needs to be just centered on that because that is enough to inspire change. So I do believe that. Okay. I do believe that. And I want to dedicate that whole to you just for that because you definitely deserve to have your voice heard on that. Because I was mad. But anyway, flat cloth diapers can be folded in different ways to fit different sizes of baby, and then you'll have rags for years after. Yeah. See, I was thinking about those white cloth diapers, but do you know how many times we got stuck with safety pins?
Yeah, I didn't want to do that, so we did buttons.
No, they have snaps now.
Yeah, and it's waterproof on the outside. So
yeah, so isn't it lovely technology? So Sophia, hello, honey, and Barbie, hey, Marie. Body Illusion. I'm so glad you're in here. Blake, Aunt Dana, Misha. Thank y'all so much. Tiff, hey Tiff. Thank y'all for supporting us. and being here. I really do appreciate that. Mothers that are changing the future. I love watching our kids being great parents. Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yeah, everybody keeps telling me, you're doing such a good job.
You are. You are. Wait, Blake says, college is so hard for me to remember. My face was constantly pressed against my computer screen. Well, this is a genius right here. Okay. I'm not playing. She's a genius. And
I think you guys hype me up a little too much.
No, we don't.
I think Greg's more smart than I am.
Just give yourself credit. Give yourself.
I love math. That's my thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is
Which
Crystal
is
talking?
No.
Okay.
Blake says, "Oh, I believe it." Yeah, see, I'm telling you right now, she's a genius. Chemical engineering, and her only heart's desire was to be a mom. She wanted to be a mom, and that's the story of a mother's love right there.
Question, real quick, Kayla. Did you go to what's the big college down in Texas for chemical engineering and everything?
Lamar.
And
Mm-hmm.
Lamar.
I was thinking Texas A&M actually.
No, I stayed at home and I went to Lamar. So
because Matt's sister is a biochemist actually, and graduated from Texas A&M. She actually worked on it. Not that I really want to admit this one, but she actually did work on the COVID vaccines and everything up here in St. Louis. So
yeah, biology wasn't my forte. I tried for a minute, but it was not. I like math and numbers. That's my forte.
Good to know. Because I am a writer and an artist. I'm okay at math, but forget it. Matt and I actually debate on this all the time, how I see cooking as an art form and he sees it as a science. What's your opinion?
Wait, you cut out for a second. Sorry. Can you repeat that?
I said, Matt and I have a constant debate of cooking. Is it art or science?
Okay, too. I think it's this weather.
Okay.
There you go. She's good.
Okay. Cooking, art or science?
Baking science, cooking art, for sure. My husband cooks and I bake.
Okay. I'll give you that. Now, we got a question for you.
What is on your cup?
I prefer to get baby clothes secondhand. I go to a resale place because it's so much money and he goes through clothes so fast. It doesn't seem worth it to me to buy them. I'll go to Walmart and I'll take a splurge and I'll get a couple things there, but I don't normally buy everything retail.
No, actually, let me tell you how smart this one was. What she did for me. I was going, y'all know I go to Nashville, or did before COVID, all the time. And I was like, Kayla, what am I going to wear? I don't have any clothes that fit. She's like, come with me. I had more clothes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, we had so much fun. I had more clothes than I could wear. And I didn't spend anything.
That was our Goodwill trip.
We went to Goodwill.
Yeah.
And
she had a buggy full.
I know.
Like over full.
And I didn't spend near what I would have spent if I would have just went to one store. So
I see somebody was asking about the cloth diapers, about chemicals being washed out secondhand. I didn't get anything secondhand because everybody bought them for the baby shower, but I did pre-wash them and I prepped them for my son.
Oh yes.
Okay, so Crystal, you had a question after art or science, baking and cooking?
No. Mom had asked what was on my cup. It's one of the things I had designed for my website.
Phoenix rising out of the ashes. She does trauma stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Marie, wait, what are y'all talking about out there? Now I got to see what y'all saying. Blake says music is like why do you use words I can't say?
Amalgamation.
Okay, thank you. Of everything. Art, science,
thank
psychology.
You, Kayla. I was wondering how to pronounce that too.
Yo, she's freaking smart. I'm telling you. She's so smart. Blake, you are so right, Marie says. I guess all of y'all know more than I do. So they use words and I have to look it up.
Yeah. I like big words. Big words are a thing I love. I'm not great at the whole writing to paper process. My husband's the art person. I'm the science person. So.
No, but when they do, so they play Dungeons and Dragons. Like I'm not I'm not telling you like it's not just a game. It is like she writes the whole story.
Actually, Greg writes it most.
Well, you draw it,
and I'm the dungeon master. I portray it.
Yes, that's right.
I give it life.
This is like I had no idea, and it's all day long when they have friends over and they do that, and that is so amazing because she still socializes. She's not just stuck in the house. You know what I mean?
Do you play online at all?
I don't play online. I find online to not be my vibe. I have a few friends that come over and we hang out and we make food.
They have such a, I mean, they have such a good time over there. I'll just
bribing the DM. When I come down to Texas, I will bring my character sheet. And
okay,
yay, Crystal, yay!
Okay.
You forget. Remember, I told you, Matt's family lives in Galveston. That's what, 30 minutes from you guys?
Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's it. Let me see. I gotta get the start here. Okay, Blake. Oh, thank you, Blakey. Ooh, that's awesome. Your day.
Yeah,
it's harder.
It's very, very
thank
hard.
You, Blake.
Yes.
And thank you, Indigo, for giving 5 memberships, advocates. Thank you so much.
What edition do you play?
I play 5th edition, the new one, 5e.
I was loyal to 3rd, but I'm learning.
We started with 5th edition because we started in 2016, 2017. So
I will spread the word on that one. Misha, what are y'all talking about? Yes, I would love for our village to all be green. Green means they're a member of the channel, but we don't call them members, we call them mental health advocates. Okay. Because everybody stands up. My blue are the mods, and or create. I try to do. Hey, Nico, you're good. You're here when you're supposed to be here. Don't be sorry. But what we try to do is make sure that the creators have their wrenches. So I know that there's a creator that comes in, and why Misha has not done that, I don't know. Wrenches and their mods that help people through the chat.
Okay, we have to give Misha a little slack here. We got to give her a little grace. She's trying to do so much. I mean, heck, she still hasn't put my channel in the village yet.
Wait, she's blue up there.
Yeah,
she's got a wrench. It's just not on the screen.
She's got a wrench, but I mean, we have to give Misha a little grace here. I mean, my channel's still not up on the village.
She is working so hard.
I know she is, and she's trying to get her chapter for me and everything else.
I got to finish it too. And today will be a good day.
Now, don't forget.
What does DJ Nico say? What did Nico just say? I call it Super Green from Fifth Element.
Absolutely.
Thank you, Nico.
Oh, so true. I love thrift shopping.
Y'all, I really love you all, and I appreciate all the support for this channel. I didn't think I would ever be sitting here, ever, and I am, and it's all because of you all showing up. Indigo, yes, she is. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. Misha, Kayla, Hamina, John, Crystal, Indigo, Aria, so many awesome people here. I agree. MD Medium, I was in here. Crystal is a bit salty with me on that one, as she should be. I'm so behind on that. I know I've got to finish mine too. But
I love you, Misha. You know that. Now, Misha, really quick before I disappear again.
Yes, sir.
Guys, do not forget, in honor of Dylan, we have the beginning of our live series today. I was sick, that's why I didn't start it yesterday like I was supposed to. Give me a little grace. For suicide awareness, we are deep diving into the top 10 causes, 1 cause a week. So at 1 CST,
we heard was top 10.
We are doing
that. Thing we heard was top 10. Crystal, it cut out. Can you repeat that part?
Yeah, we are doing the deep dive on top 10 causes of suicide, not just in teens, but suicide period, and one cause a week.
Yeah. And
that is going to be at 1 CST. So I'm going to disappear again because my man is calling me.
And you're going to make me cry. So thank you. And thank you, Dylan. And thank you for making his story mean something and making his life impactful to help others, Crystal. I truly mean that. I really mean that. Y'all, I'm going to try to simul stream on here, but if y'all at 1 o'clock Central Time, I'm going to be over on Crystal's channel for what she has done for Dylan. is just beyond amazing. And yeah, I don't want to cry right now. I'll have therapy in just a minute.
It's okay. I'll talk about one more thing because Marie is talking about
Okay,
it.
yes, Marie, that's our Facebook mom.
Okay, before I leave, because I think my son's probably
Yes,
ready
probably
to
time to eat.
you're talking about diapers and getting them to change them so they fuss and they'll get changed sooner. So he was on the newborn diapers, regular diapers at the hospital, and for a little bit when we came home, and he had diaper rash all the time, and he's had diaper rash maybe twice since we've started using cloth diapers. So that was a super, super, super nice bonus to that part.
And it looks like he's teasing because he
teasing.
He doesn't cry with it.
He's got one little baby tooth popping out.
Oh my gosh.
Mm-hmm. He's got cold stuff. And
yeah, I mean, this is the best baby. Like but she's the best mom. That's what I'm saying. He was happy inside, so he's happy outside.
I think it's because I'm not stressed all the time.
Yeah.
I think I just...
We need to take some lessons from her, guys.
I strive.
Indigo said she is Halo Marie. Oh gosh, here they go. They're talking about game night. All right, guys. Well, the baby's got to eat, so I'm gonna go. I hope to see. And I've got therapy, and I'm 15 minutes late, so my phone is probably blowing up. But y'all, please, if you can, at 1 p.m. Central, meet me over on Crystal's channel. Crystal, did you throw your link up there, honey? And I would love to see y'all there. Kayla, kids are sensitive to some diapers for sure.
Mm-hmm,
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, I can't even say it. So she's just amazing. But I'm going to have Kayla back on to talk about her college. This week, we're going to do our topic, a mother's love. And then probably after the holidays and after I can actually sit up after this next surgery, we will get into that part, which, that needs to be told.
Yeah.
Especially with all...
I don't know if I've even told you guys everything that happened.
You did to me.
Okay. To me. Yeah.
So,
we got to go anyway.
Yeah.
So.
Okay. Hey, thank you for the memberships, the advocates. Thank you for the super chats. Thank you for her air conditioner. And if y'all will comment in the comment sections after the live, that I just found out. Yes, I'm new to this. Y'all know that. I just found out, and it does help the algorithm. So I love y'all. Everybody have a great, amazing day.